going to make our way down into the lower extremities, and I'll show you some great little techniques to work the legs. When we're standing on our legs all day, I think that we forget how sore they can feel at the end of the day. This will help bring blood flow back up and energize the legs to kind of set you up for a successful day. And then you're going to take your thumbs and just push right along the bony area of the lower part of the leg, just to kind of visit your soleus muscle, which is that deeper muscle in the back of the leg right before your gastrocs. And you straighten out your leg, and you're going to interlace your hands, and again you're going to kind of squeeze together, kind of joining the quad up and lifting it off the skin a little bit. And then you can then push down and then just do like a rolling movement. That always feels nice. And don't be afraid to use that forearm again. You want to get in a little deeper. And then you're going to bend your leg and you're going to do this kind of spreading. My thumbs are actually pushing into the back of my calf, and then I'm pulling the rest of the muscle back. So my thumb is actually getting lost into that calf muscle belly there. It can be a little bit painful, so go as gentle as you need to. And then I'm going to take my finger pads and I'm going to work on that tibialis anterior. Squeeze, and then it's nice to finish with depotement. Get that blood stimulated and moving, and then brush up. And then you're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Now we're going to make our way into our feet. I know this is one of my favorite things. There's a couple of things you can actually use if you feel like your hands are getting tired. You can take a tennis ball or even a rolling pin, anything that you have that's has a little bit of give, like to stand on. If you have a foot massager, those are always great. But I'm going to take my thumbs. I feel like that's best to get in deep. And I'm going to go right outside of that plantar tendon. I'm not going to work exactly on the tendon, but I'm going to get around that arch. And I'm just going to push in. And notice how I'm moving my body. I'm kind of rocking. It's going to add some weight into it. So I'm not using all of the force of my hands, but it's coming from my body weight. And I'm going to go up and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the fingers. I'm going to do it with my toes. I'm going to squeeze and give a little bit of a pull, and then push on that nail bed. And then I'm going to just kind of follow the line of each toe, working from the bottom all the way up with compression, and then a tug and pull, a pinch at the top. I'm going to go through each line there. You'll find some areas seem to be more tender than the others. Depends on where you put most of the weight in your foot as you're standing and walking throughout your day. Then I'm going to go and I'm just going to play with the metatarsals a little bit, move them around, go back and forth. Now you can use a little bit of lotion. I wouldn't use too much because then you're not able to get in there, so be forgiving there. And allow the skin to kind of get moved around too, so you can loosen up some of that fascia. I'll take the thumbs and just kind of push at the top, and that can feel really painful for some people. Again, don't be afraid of that. And just spreading that fascia, and then moving again from the top. And then I'm going to round it. I'm going to think about curling the foot and kind of digging into my finger pads at the sole of the foot there. Squeezing the heel. And then I can end with some depotement here. hitting the bottom of the foot, that always feels nice too. It's a soft fist, and I'm just letting my wrist flick forward and back. And that's the feet. So those were a few simple techniques that you can explore for yourself and giving yourself some self-care. I hope that you found that helpful. I do hope that you will continue to use them throughout your daily lives, and I am wishing you all well and